Welcome to the Glucose Diaries, where midlife meets metabolic magic. I'm Stephanie, and after 20 plus years of trial and error, I finally cracked the code on blood sugar, hormones, and fat loss. And now I'm sharing everything I've learned with you. Because here's the wild part. 9 out of 10 adults in the US are metabolically unhealthy, and most have no idea. This podcast is here to change that, with real talk, no fluff, and zero gatekeeping. Each episode is short, practical, and packed with real-life examples to help you understand what's actually going on inside your body and what you can do about it one step at a time. Please note, this show is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your wellness routine. Now let's dive into today's episode. Welcome back to the Glucose Diaries. I'm Stephanie. And today we're going to get a little personal. If you've ever been told you're just getting older, or my favorite, it's probably just hormones, but deep down you know that something feels off, this episode is for you. Today we're going to be talking about the real life signs of insulin resistance, the ones that your doctor may not be asking or talking to you about, but that show up in your day-to-day life loud and freaking clear. So by the end of this episode, you'll know how to spot the symptoms before they show up in your labs and what to do if you're seeing yourself in this list. So if you remember from episode 1, we talked about insulin. And insulin is a hormone made by your pancreas that helps shuttle sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells after we eat. So we talked about what happens when your body stops listening to insulin. Remember, your pancreas just makes more of it. And that constant insulin presence keeps your body stuck in fat storage mode instead of fat burning mode. And here's the tricky part. Insulin resistance doesn't show up overnight, and it doesn't always show up in your labs right away either. In fact, insulin resistance can build silently for years, showing up as symptoms that you might just brush off as getting older or being hormonal. So that's why this episode matters so much, because we're going to be breaking down the real life signs that your body is already giving you that something's not working right. So I will be giving you a checklist at the end that you can download that will have all of these symptoms that you can look at if you're walking the dog right now or driving the car. So don't worry, but just listen to these 10 signs that you may be insulin resistant. And if you resonate with 3 or more of them, it may be a red flag that we need to start doing something about it. So number 1, if you wake up feeling bloated or puffy, even if you didn't eat late the night before. Number 2, you crash at 3 p.m. or need caffeine or sugar just to push through that final stretch of the day. Number 3, you're eating healthy, but you're gaining fat around your midsection. Number 4, you feel hangry or shaky when you go too long without eating. Number 5, you have intense carb or sugar cravings, especially at night. Number 6, it's a little weird. If you have skin tags, they are multiplying. Number 7, you wake up at 3 a.m., wired, hot, and or restless. Number 8, your HDL is low or your triglycerides are high. Now, these are 2 blood markers that a lot of physicians will order when they do labs. HDL is one of the types of cholesterol they check for. This is considered your quote unquote good cholesterol. So when that's low, or your triglycerides, which are a measure of fat in the blood, are high, that's an indicator that you may be leaning towards insulin resistance. Number 9, you've been diagnosed with PCOS, high blood pressure, or non-alcoholic fatty liver. And finally, number 10, you've been told your labs are normal, but you don't feel normal. So what can we do about it? You don't need a diagnosis to start taking action. Here are 3 simple places to start. Number 1, track your symptoms. Start being more aware and paying attention to when you crash, when you crave, or when you feel inflamed. Number 2, download my free insulin resistance checklist. It's going to break down the most common signs of insulin resistance and some tips on what you can do about them. Go to theglucosediaries.com/checklist. Okay. And that's also going to be in the show notes below. Number 3, focus on blood sugar balance. Eat more protein. We talked about this in a previous episode. Walk after meals or do your air squats, and reduce added sugars whenever possible. Okay. You don't need a lab test to tell you something's off. It can help, but you just need to know what signs to look for and start listening to your body again. So if this list sounds a little too familiar, you're not alone and you're not broken. You may just be stuck in insulin resistance, and now you know what to do about it. So make sure to download the free symptom checklist at the glucosediaries.com/checklist. Send this episode to a friend who may need to hear it too, and follow the show for more episodes to help you flatten your glucose spikes, lower your insulin, and turn your metabolism back on. Please note, this show is for educational purposes only. It is not meant to diagnose or treat any condition. Always consult your physician before making health changes. But if you've been feeling off and no one's listening, this is your permission to dig a little deeper. Thanks for listening to the Glucose Diaries. I'll see you in the next episode. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Glucose Diaries. Make sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. And if you got value from today's conversation, send it to a friend who may need to hear it too. And if you have a few seconds, it would mean the world to me if you would leave a quick review on whatever platform you're listening to this episode. It helps more women like you find this show and feel less alone on their wellness journey. You can find any links or resources mentioned today at theglucosediaries.com, and come say hey over on Instagram at theglucosediaries. I love connecting with you in the DMs. Until next time, remember, you are not alone, you are not broken, and you deserve to feel amazing.